Hey, what is up, guys? Ash Basher here. Today we're going to be talking about how to make the most amount of money in Sea of Thieves in the Ships of Fortune update. This is the update as of May 2020. We're going to talk about sloops specifically because it's a lot easier to play by yourself, obviously. So first thing you want to do, obviously, is load into a sloop. So let's do that right now. So, I have finally loaded up into the tavern. Finally made it to the outpost. Took a bit to load, but made it. The first thing you want to do is you want to check the different emissary tables. So if you don't know what emissaries are, they are a new addition in this update, and it gives you the opportunity to represent different factions in this game. So there are 4 different factions. Actually, yeah, there are 4 different emissaries that you can run. You can run the Gold Hoarders, Merchant Alliance, Order of Souls, and the good old Athenas, which we're not going to cover in this video because I just got it, so I'm not really qualified to talk about it. However, I don't think it's really necessary to have Athena's emissary. You get more money from other things, but we're going to talk about that in a minute. The first thing you want to do as a solo sloop is you want to check to see if there are any Reapers in the game. Now, Reapers are another new addition that they added in this new update. They are the PvP bad guys of this game. They are the ones that are trying to kill you and destroy your loot. Beforehand, you had those guys that would run around and try to kill you and steal all your loot beforehand, but now the Reapers actually gives them a motive to doing it. So the first thing you want to do is you want to find the Reapers emissary tent, which is over here. So it's got a nice little skeleton above it. First thing you want to do is you want to look at the table. Now, this is not really a good example, but there is usually a little boat that will spawn. I'm going to see real quick if there is a little boat. The little boats in this game represent an emissary. So if there's a little boat on the table, it's like this. So as you can see, there's a little boat on this table. That means there is one Order of Souls emissary in the game. So if there's a little boat on the table, it means there is one of that emissary in the game. So if there was a little boat on the Reapers table, there would be 1 Reapers in the game. So a very good thing to start out with is checking to see if there is a Reapers, especially if you're running a solo sloop. Because if you're running a solo sloop and there is a Reapers, they will try to kill you and they will have no trouble doing it whatsoever. It will be very easy for them to do and they will kill you. So my suggestion, my first tip, is if there is a level 5 Reaper in the game, you should just leave the lobby and make a new one. There is no reason for you to stay in and have all of the struggles in the world with that Reaper. Just leave your lobby, make a new one. It'll take you a few extra minutes, but ultimately it will be totally worth it in the end. You will get much more loot out of it. Just trust me. Another thing I want to mention real quick about the Reapers is when they hit level 5, they can see all the other emissary flags on the map, which is the main topic of discussion today. The emissary flags are the easiest way to make money in this game. So if you have a Reaper in the game, just leave, make a new one. But if you start out and there's no Reapers like in this game, I'd be perfectly alright. I'd be able to go my little solo sloop and have a good day. But yeah, so that's my first tip. Leave the game if there are Reapers. My second tip of advice is what emissary to pick. What are emissaries? It's a very important thing to discuss. So, as I was mentioning before, there are 4 different emissaries. The emissaries, you put them on, and they give you a multiplier for each tier you get. So, if you can see in my bottom left-hand corner, when this thing goes away real quick, it takes a few seconds to do its thing. Go away. So as you can see in my bottom left-hand corner, there are 5 different little boxes right above my health bar of tiers. The tiers in this game for the emissary give you multipliers on the loot. So, since I am a tier 1, I would get a 1.25 multiplier on any loot I sell as a Merchant Alliance. If I'm tier 2, I'd get a 1.5 boost. If I'm a tier 3, you get a 1.75. Tier 4 is a 2.0 boost, so you get double of whatever you were going to sell. And tier 5, you get 2.5 times the amount of gold you would get for selling an item. So, what does this mean? It means the emissaries are broken, and they are the key to success. Now, the question is, what emissary do you choose for a solo sloop? And the answer to that is the good old Merchant Alliance, as you could have seen a few minutes ago when I put it on. The Merchant Alliance is really frowned upon in this game. I will admit, I do not enjoy the Merchant Alliance in any kind of regards, but in a solo sloop, the cargo runs are insanely good. You can get so much for doing one of these cargo runs and leveling up your tiers. And just to give you a visual of all the stuff, I'm gonna put it on the screen, hopefully. So right now you can see on the screen a tier, not tier, one crate for the Merchant Alliance normally gives 680 I believe is the price for a cargo run. One crate of a cargo run is 680. So if you think about the multiplier, look at the prices on the screen now. A tier 5 emissary. Once you have a tier 5, you max out your Merchant Alliance emissary, you can get 1,700 gold per crate that you sell. Now, cargo runs only have 5 or 6 crates. I'll show you real quick. My cargo run, for example, has 8, which is pretty good because I'm a higher level. But if you are a lower level, you might start out with 4 or 5, which is okay because I have a solution to that because I know what I'm doing in this game. So there are 2 options to getting around this. The first option is emissary quests. So what are emissary quests? Emissary quests are what you get for hitting tier 5. So once you hit tier 5 of an emissary, you can go in, you can turn in all your loot for the 2.5 bonus, but you also get an overpowered voyage. Now, there are different voyages for each of the emissaries, but the main one we're focusing on is Merchant Alliance because Merchant Alliance is the easiest one to do in a solo sloop. Please do not try to kill me. I'm in the middle of a tutorial. Thank you. Thank you. So, tier 5 of the emissary of the Merchant Alliance will give you 25 crates. 25 crates for one voyage. It gives you a month to complete the voyage. Most of the time, it only gives you like 8 days to complete the voyage, which is honestly like a whole hour in the game. You have plenty of time to complete these voyages. It's not a problem. The problem is making sure everything stays in prime conditions, which I'll talk about a little bit in a second. But the tier 5 emissary quest, you get 25 crates, alright? If you do the math, if you keep that tier 5 emissary on, if you don't manage to get the kill by the Reapers, you have a tier 5 emissary times that 25 times the 2.5 multiplier times the 1,700 gold you get per thing. 1,700 times 25 is a lot of money. It's 42 grand. You get 42 grand from doing one simple voyage. It maybe takes you a half an hour to do the voyage, to be honest. The biggest problem is with the emissary quest is getting to tier 5, which I have the solution for that as well. Getting to tier 5 is a grind. So, how do we hit tier 5 in the easiest way possible? So, what is the easiest way to hit tier 5 in the Merchant Alliance? Well, the easiest way, by far, is the Devil's Roar. What is the Devil's Roar, you may ask? You should probably know if you're a veteran player of this game and are looking for easy ways to make money, but the Devil's Roar is this fun area over in this corner. This whole right area called the Devil's Roar, beautiful lava land. All these different volcanoes erupting every once in a while. However, you get mad. You get a lot of coins for finishing one of those Merchant Alliance. For one crate, just the standard crate for a Merchant Alliance before any of the multipliers is 1,400 gold. So, if you have 7 crates of 1,400 gold before the emissary, just visualize that. You're making about 8 or 9 grand, right? But if you have a tier 5 multiplier or trying to get to a tier 3 or a tier 4, you're going to get more and more money, more and more XP, especially for finishing these Devil's Roar quests. You'll hit tier 5 really easily. Once you hit tier 5, all you got to do is go to your Merchant Alliance boy again. You pick up the emissary quest, and you're able to get those 25 crates. So, just to recap, because I feel like I was all over the place in this video. First thing you want to do, check for Reapers. Always check for the Reapers. As you might have seen, I might have shown the clip or not, and I have no clue. As you can see, galleons come and destroy you. You lose the emissary flag. When your ship sinks, you lose the emissary flag. So very important to try to avoid combat at all costs, especially if you're running a solo sloop or even a duo sloop. If you're a sloop, you don't really want to get in combat. Alliances are key, honestly, but I know it's kind of for wusses, but you know, if you're trying to make money, that's my tip. The second thing, put on that Merchant Alliance emissary. It costs 20,000 to buy the emissary flag, but honestly, you're gaining 40 grand, 50 grand in one little voyage real quick from it. It's honestly worth it. It's a one-time purchase, and once you have it, it really helps you out. You will make money. Like, see, I have $1 million right now. I've only been playing the game for the past week, and I've already made $1 million off of these emissary quests and stuff. It's worth it. Third step, go to the Devil's Roar. Do the Devil's Roar Merchant Alliance. It's going to be difficult. Be very difficult with volcano, especially if you see a volcano. Just wait it out. I would not suggest going into a volcano because you will get your ship sunk. It sets the boat on fire. Your ship will sink. You will die. You will lose your emissary flag. You don't want to do that. Just wait out the volcano. You have plenty of time on these cargo runs. You do not want to risk losing that emissary flag. Very important. So, emissary quest, reapers, all that fun stuff. Best way to earn money is the Merchant Alliance emissary. All you need to know. Just get that emissary quest, and you are golden. But I appreciate you taking the time to click on the video and watching. I hope it has more than 10 views. If you enjoy the video, please check out other content of mine. I'm going to be posting a tutorial for galleons and how the galleons can make a lot of money, because there is a better way to be making money if you have more than yourself and one other person. But the sloop is honestly the easiest one to do for Merchant Alliance, so I just suggest doing Merchant Alliance because you make about 50 grand per emissary quest once you hit that, and everything before then you make a lot of money. So thanks for watching. Stick around. Not stick around, just watch out for more videos in the future. If you like the content, subscribe. Yeah, that's about it.